Once upon a time, in a quiet little town surrounded by rolling hills, there lived a 24-year-old young man named Ethan. Ethan's mind was never still. Thoughts kept racing, regrets about the past, worries about the future. It never stopped. The more he thought, the heavier he felt. Sleep didn't come easy, and he couldn't remember the last time he truly smiled. One day, Ethan heard about a wise old man who lived in a small mountain town not too far away. People said he used to be a well-known therapist in the city, a man who had helped countless others find peace of mind. After retiring, he left behind the noise of city life and moved closer to nature, where he shared his wisdom with those who came seeking peace. Something about that story gave Ethan hope. Maybe, he thought, this man can help me finally find peace. So he packed a small bag and began his long journey. After several days of travel, he reached the mountain town. There, tucked among tall pine trees, stood a tiny house covered in green vines. On the porch sat an elderly man, eyes closed, calm, peaceful, as if the whole world around him was perfectly still. Ethan walked closer and said, "Sir, my mind is restless. I can't stop thinking. I just want peace in my heart. Can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes and said, "You're looking for peace? Then come with me. I'll give you a simple task." He led Ethan to a small backyard, filled a glass of water right to the brim, and handed it to him. "Walk from here to the end of the street and come back," he said. "But remember, don't spill even a single drop." Ethan looked puzzled, but agreed. He held the glass carefully and began to walk. The road was uneven. People passed by. Kids were laughing. Dogs were barking. But Ethan's eyes stayed fixed on the glass, step by step, slow and steady. Finally, he returned and said proudly, "I did it. Not a single drop spilled." The old man smiled. "Good," he said. "But tell me, did you see the kids playing by the road? Did you hear the dogs barking?" Ethan frowned slightly. "No," he replied. "I didn't notice any of that. I was just focused on the glass." The old man smiled again and said, "That's the secret. When your mind stays in the present moment, there's no room for fear, no confusion, and no endless thoughts. While you focused on that glass, your mind wasn't in the past or the future. It was completely here. And that's where peace lives." Ethan stood silently. He finally understood. Peace wasn't something to search for outside. It had always been within him. He bowed his head and said, "Thank you, now I understand. To calm my mind, I just need to stay in this moment. That's where real peace begins." The old man smiled as the sun dipped behind the hills. Golden light touched the earth. Birds began flying home. Ethan started his walk back. No longer the same restless young man. This time, he carried something new inside him: stillness. If you liked this story, give it a like. Share it with a friend who needs to hear it. And subscribe for more inspiring stories like this one. Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the next story, with new thoughts and new lessons. Until then, take care and stay peaceful.